Hi, Jake here. How you doing? Just an update. It's been 7 months on the diet, and we're doing pretty good, doggone good. Nothing's changed. We're just keep steadily losing a little bit of a pound here and a pound there. We lost another 8 pounds in June, so that dropped us to 64 pounds. We lost from 265 down to 201 in June, but it's never changes. Eat the same stuff, do the same things, get the same results, about 8 pounds a month. So in the month of July, we're down 3 pounds, 198 right now. So that's doing pretty good. So that's what, 66 pounds, 65 and some change. So we're doing all right. Eating meat, my little veg stew. Have salad every once in a while. Don't eat much bacon and eggs. Every once in a while, I'll eat bacon and eggs. I haven't had a bacon and eggs in probably a month, a couple of weeks. So I take that back. On the 6th of July, I had eggs and sausage instead of bacon. So that works just fine. I'm still doing a lot of fat. I love fat. Keeps my skin nice and smooth and oiled up. I've been working outside in the shop in the sun, feeling good. So I got the energy to get outside and do some work, and I haven't got sunburn yet. I've been out in the sun like all day today. I just came in, and sun don't bother me any. I don't need no sunscreen. I mean, my own natural body oils is protecting me. We've been up on the lake a bunch of times, sitting in the boat in the hot sun, and hasn't bothered me one bit. So whatever I'm doing, my body's producing enough oil in the skin to protect itself. So that's good. Just one of them side effects that is nice. I go out. I figured, geez, a couple of times been out there without a hat on and everything, thinking I'm going to get sunburned, and everybody that's with me is getting sunburned, and I'm standing there in the sun without a hat on, and it's just fine. So just thought we would do this. I hear somebody knocking at the door. Hopefully Rosalie will get it, or I'm going to have to stop this video. See if they knock again. But I don't hear them knocking again, so we'll just keep going. Another great thing is my back pain is, I have zero pain right now. I mean, my back's feeling good. It feels the best it's done in about 30 years. Usually I can go out, crawl under the car, or I've been out cleaning the shop and moving a bunch of stuff around and doing a lot of heavy lifting and everything, getting stuff moved around in the shop. It's been sitting in there for 20 years. And I figured, oh gosh, my back's going to be hurting and I'm going to be laid up. Next day, I'm right back out there doing it again. So that's working out really well. I'm really happy about that. Whatever I'm eating, it's agreeing with me. We're losing that about 1 to 2 pounds a week, and it's just a steady thing. Shirts are fitting a lot better. Getting a little chicken neck here instead of a fat neck. So it's coming. I'm still pretty good size around the middle. I still got 40 pounds to lose. Rosalie says that I'm overdoing it, but I'm kind of curious to see when it stops. I mean, you gotta reach your natural body weight, and I'm kind of curious as to what that is. You know, I'm just not going to keep losing weight till I blow away or die. So sooner or later we're gonna hit a plateau or a level off or do something, because I'm not I'm not calorie restricting. God, I eat till I'm full. I've had a couple snacks. Every 2, 3 days I'll get a little hungry before it's time to eat my dinner, and I'll have a piece of meat or something, and hasn't stopped me from losing weight. So we're just going to keep doing it the way we've been doing it, and it's so simple and so easy to do it this way. I just have enough fat in my diet that I don't get hungry, and it tides me through till the next time that we're eating. So I just jotted down, we're down 66 pounds right now, so that's pretty cool. No pain. The back is doing great. Matter of fact, the rest of my joints, I'm not even having hardly. I've had some inflammation in my joints, like a little arthritis, but my hands are good. They're best. I just keep whacking knuckles and tearing the hide off my hands with grinder. I'll be doing just fine. So that's good. And my skin is really doing good. And basically all I've been doing is no processed sugars, no processed grains, and no oil, vegetable oils, seed oils, So the carbs, now I have had a few potatoes over the past 2 months. Not a lot, but a few to make my veg stew become a little tastier and everything. And we had a birthday party here for a neighbor, and Rosalie made some twice-baked potatoes with lots of sour cream and butter in them. And I had one of them. Didn't affect me, but then I had a lot of fat to go with it. So when you have a lot of fat, that slows down that metabolizing that sugar and starches. And I'm still a firm believer that the starch in a potato and vegetables is different than processed sugars. So it seems to be working for me, It works for me. It might not work for somebody else, and we went up on the lake and checked out the huckleberry crop up there, and there was a bunch of them that were ripe. So we've been eating huckleberries up there on the lake, and then we went four-wheeling up to another huckleberry patch behind our house, and they were just about ripe, and there was a bunch of ripe ones there. So we had a couple handfuls of huckleberries, and that's straight sugar, but it's a different kind of sugar. It's not, huckleberries are natural sugars and they're not processed sugars. And I didn't see any change in the way I felt. 'Cause I was kind of thinking maybe I would get a little different feeling. My body handles this really good, and it seems to be holding good, like I said. But the main three things on this diet is no processed sugars, no processed grains, no grains at all, and no vegetable oils, seed oils. Matter of fact, I haven't even been eating olive oil. If I'm going to fry something up, I will take some tallow out of the freezer, and I will throw that in the pan, and then I'll cook whatever I am in that beef fat. And same way with the pork fat. I do the same that. I save it, and then it's what I cook with, and it works really good. It kills my appetite. I have one meal a day. Rosalie thinks I'm starving myself, but gosh, I'm not. I'm not hungry, and if you're not hungry, you're on your diet, and it's no cravings. We had a birthday cake the other day, and I had no consumption. Didn't even want it. It didn't even look good to me, And everybody said it was really, really good, but no, I had a big steak and twice baked potatoes and some cauliflower and some homemade ranch dressing made so that didn't have any carbs, hardly any carbs in it. And put that on my cauliflower and that, and man, I tell you what, I was stuffed. Everybody, I ate that whole steak, and it was a nice big steak, and it was good. And we didn't have any problems. I wasn't hungry the next day. Matter of fact, I probably went a little longer the next day. So nothing changes. I mean, I don't mind putting these videos up there, but if there's some changes and something, I should get it out here and let everybody know. But it's just coming down. Like I said, I'm down to 198 now, feeling good, more energy than I've had in years. I told a friend of mine I almost healthy enough to go back to work. Hell with this retirement. Better go out and find me another job. I've got enough energy. I could probably put an 8-hour work day in now. Before, when I was 265, God, if I was about 2, 3, 4 hours, I'd have been dead. I'd had to be sitting down like a beached whale, taking 5. But this is just working out perfect. I haven't felt this good. My blood pressure, my God, it's still a little high in the morning, but that's that autophagy where your body's re-energizing itself and healing and everything. So it's a little high during that time. But when I'm up and I'm moving around, by 10, 11 o'clock, it's down. And in the evening, it's way down, 127 over 80. So I can't complain there. And I'm not taking any medications. I haven't even had a headache in 7 months. Rosalie's getting these headaches, and I figured out it's the sugar she's eating. It's just, I call it a hangover. You get a sugar hangover, whether you're drinking booze or you're eating that processed sugar, it still does your brain the same way. And she's had a headache for 2 days after eating that big high carb, high sugar cake that she made for that birthday party. And I didn't sit very well with her. She looked at me like, keep your mouth shut or we're going to go tangle. But I said something about it, and I shouldn't have. But she's had a headache for 2 days since she's had that cake, and she didn't have any headaches before that. So, and it's the glucose, feeding the brain glucose that gives her a headache. Now, if she was feeding her brain the fat, we wouldn't have a headache. And I'm positive because I haven't had a headache since I've been on this diet. So, just a few things. Like I said, 7 months, going great. Everything is hunky-dory here. We're working hard in the shop, playing hard up on the lake, fishing, boating, playing in the water, running around, driving my hot rod 57 Chevy. So life's great. And now my health is coming back, and I tell you what, I'm enjoying it 100%. So for now, we'll cut this short. 13.5 minutes is plenty for this video. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.